Nintendo has a legacy of flipping the script. From the NES to the Wii, they've always found ways to redefine gaming. But every once in a while, they keep things simple and just deliver a masterpiece. The Nintendo Switch 2 could be this generation's Super Nintendo, a console that doesn't reinvent the wheel, but makes it roll smoother, faster, and better than ever. Right now, I'm diving into why the Switch 2's approach is exactly what Nintendo needed to do and why it's a good thing for gamers everywhere. Let's roll it back to the late 1980s. The original Nintendo Entertainment System was a smash hit, revitalizing the gaming industry and cementing Nintendo as a household name. But instead of going off the rails with a wild new gimmick, Nintendo doubled down on what worked. They made a more powerful system, the Super Nintendo. The result? Some of the best games ever made. Super Mario World, A Link to the Past, Super Castlevania, Super Metroid. These weren't just great games, they were generational leaps forward. Nintendo proved that sticking to your core strengths and refining them could yield incredible results. Now fast forward to the Wii U. Nintendo tried something different. A tablet-like controller, asymmetric gameplay. It wasn't a bad idea, but it was poorly marketed and heavily misunderstood. The result? Third-party developers bailed. Gamers were confused and the console struggled to sell. It was a reminder that taking risks doesn't always pay off, especially when competition is fierce. Nintendo learned a hard lesson. Timing and execution matter. If you're gonna innovate, you better make it clear why gamers need it. The current gaming market is ruthless. PlayStation, and in some ways Xbox, are kind of dominating with powerful systems that cater to traditional gamers. Now, the Xbox Series system sales are not, they're nowhere near the original Nintendo Switch, but you can't deny the unique offering that Game Pass makes to gamers, making this a critical time for Nintendo to solidify their lead. With competition like PlayStation 5 and Xbox Game Pass, Nintendo has to make sure that this system keeps the momentum they've gained with the original Nintendo Switch. Not only do they have to keep it original, but they have to make sure that they cater to traditional gamers. The stakes are higher than ever. Another Wii-style gimmick could have been costly and disastrous for Nintendo. Why? Because the market demands power, simplicity, and third-party support. Whether you're a gamer or a game developer, you want to make sure that the games on the system that you're playing or developing for run smoothly. That is objective number one. Gamers are no longer dazzled by novelty alone. They want smooth performance, great games, and accessibility. The Switch 2's design philosophy reflects that. Okay, enter the Nintendo Switch 2. What did Nintendo do right? So far, it seems like they've focused on the essentials, improving the design, making the system bigger and better while keeping it simple. It's not a complete overhaul, but a polished upgrade. Bigger screen, faster hardware, and NVIDIA's AI upscaling for sharper visuals. Let's hope that making all of these adjustments create an environment where Nintendo can sell a system that plays PlayStation 4 games, Xbox Series games, compatible ports of PS5 games, PC games, and also doesn't break the bank in terms of budget. So let's talk about third-party support. The Switch 2's improved hardware means more developers can bring their games to the platform without compromise. This is huge. Third-party games are what make or break a console, and too many gimmicks can scare them away. Nintendo's playing it smart here. Now, some critics, especially over at Kotaku, are saying the Switch 2 isn't weird enough. They wanted something wild, something unexpected, but let's be real. Weird doesn't always win. Nintendo nailed it by sticking to their strengths and refining the Switch's hybrid concept. Weird can wait. Right now, the Switch 2 is positioning itself as the go-to system for gamers who want power, portability, and a killer library of games. The Super Nintendo didn't just follow up on the NES. It perfected it. That's exactly what the Switch 2 is aiming to do. With a more powerful system, enhanced design, and strong third-party support, Nintendo is doubling down on what works, just like they did in the golden era, the 90s. The Super Nintendo gave us some of the greatest games of all time, you know that. If Nintendo can replicate that success with the Switch 2, we're in for another golden era of gaming, especially if third-party developers can jump on board. Okay, so here's my big takeaway. The Switch 2 does not need to be revolutionary. It needs to be great. By focusing on portability, power, and performance, Nintendo is solidifying its place in the gaming world. And if they want to get weird, they can save that for next gen. For now, they've got a system that's poised to dominate. So, will the Nintendo Switch 2 be this generation's Super Nintendo? For me, all signs point to yes. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are you hyped for the Switch 2? What features do you want to see? Or do you agree with Kotaku? But whatever your thoughts are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more original gaming content. Till next time, Listed.